today I'm going to share my mommy favorites from Charlotte's 3 to 4 month period of life. That didn't come out right, but you know what I mean. From the time that she turned 3 months to 4 months, these were the items that I found particularly useful for us. So I'm just gonna go through them. And I'm gonna pull up my list because even though they're sitting right in front of me, I'll still probably forget one if I don't look at the list. Yes, brain. I have brain, but it does different things now. Anyway, when I had my shower, which I finally got my blog post up for. I will link that for you guys. I'll throw in a card and a link below if you guys want to check it out, pictures from the shower. I received the gift of a pair of the Zutano, not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's how it looks like it's spelled, Zutano booties. These are ones I've purchased since. These are a little bit lighter, but the ones that I received were fleece. And I had never heard of them before, but I thought they looked really useful. And they are so useful. I can't describe how useful these are. They are just so easy to put on a little baby's foot, especially if that little baby is in a very squirmy stage of life, which Charlotte now is. Loves kicking her feet, loves holding her feet. These are just so easy to get on it and they stay on. It's basically like I put it on in place of a shoe. She's obviously 4 months old. She's not walking or anything. And we do have those moccasins, the really cute, what are they, freshly picked, I think, moccasins, which are darling, but I actually find them kind of hard to get on Charlotte's feet. And they're kind of bulky because the little ones are too small and the big ones are too big, so whatever. I digress. The point is, these are perfect. They always fit perfectly. They do come in sizes. These are 6-month size. She wore the younger size for a very long time. I just bought the bigger size for her. So you just slip it on your baby's foot. I usually have her socks on. Whenever I go out of the house, I like to put an extra thing on her feet just to make sure her feet stay warm because she does tend to have cold extremities like her mommy, unfortunately. But you just pop it on their foot. This little flap with 2 snaps goes over top, and then you can snap it either tight or loose or however. And it's got a little elastic in the back. Brilliant. They stay on her feet no matter how much kicking she does. They don't come off. They have them in fleece. They have them in these cotton ones. I bought these cotton ones for spring, summer. They're a little bit lighter weight. They come in different colors and patterns and what have you. And they're just really nice. It's a good concept. It's well made. And they're so useful. I mean, she wears them every single day. Like really every day. So I had to mention those because we love them. Also, Zutano apparently makes other children's clothing as well, and I bought the matching sun hat because, come on, we gotta match. But mostly I bought it because I liked how small it was. A lot of sun hats for babies have huge brims, which I think is great in certain circumstances, but for everyday use when I'm baby wearing and walking her outside or she's in her stroller and it's just like too much in her face, I just wanted something with a little bit of a brim. So I actually found this by chance when I was searching on Amazon, and when I saw it was the same brand, I was like, oh, I like that brand. It also has a really nice long tie cord, which is important if you have an infant. Sometimes, I don't know why, some hats, they don't make them long enough and they don't reach, and you're like, well, what's the point of that? And if it's windy, you want something that can tie because it can blow right off your child's head, especially if you're baby wearing. So this is great. I feel like it's... is it UPF fabric? I feel like one of the hats I bought is. I don't think this one is. A different hat I bought is. But what's nice about it also is it's machine washable. You can dry it in the dryer, and it folds up to basically nothing. It weighs basically nothing, so it's super easy to stuff in your diaper bag or purse or whatever for on the go. Great, right? Perfect. Last but not least, kind of with the outdoor accessory theme here, Rochambeau sunglasses. I've posted a lot of pictures of Charlotte wearing these, I think on Instagram and on Snapchat over the past few months. I noticed right away when Charlotte was brand spanking new that she was very, very light sensitive. And she's getting better now. She's a lot less light sensitive, but especially with indoor lights, but still with outdoor lights, she's just very, very sensitive. And I mean, why not? She was born in winter when it was really dark and gray all the time. It kind of makes sense. Like I said, she's getting more used to it, but I looked for a pair of baby sunglasses for her because she was not enjoying our walks. This is much earlier. This is probably around the 2-month mark. She wasn't enjoying being outside, and it was because she was squinting so much and having to shut her eyes and feeling like, you know, it was a little bit much for her. As soon as I found the sunglasses and put them on her, has loved walks outside ever since. So she wears these on all of our walks. I don't put them on her in the car because most of the time, I mean, the car is shaded on the side windows anyway, so I don't have a problem with that, but these are great. I think I mentioned they're by Rochambeau. They're actually made in Italy. They're like really nice quality sunglasses. They're kind of that anti-destructible. I'm sure you could destruct them if you really wanted to. They do have screws in them. I know that some other baby sunglasses, I think like the baby-ators, is that what they're called? They're like baby aviators, are just one piece. I personally just didn't like the style of those. I know that's silly, but if it was these were the same price, and I really liked them a lot better, how they look, and she's just so cute in them. I've actually bought a pair for her little cousin, my sister-in-law's new baby boy, in orange. These are the ones in purple. They're called Punky Brewster is the color. But Charlotte doesn't mind wearing these at all because she actually has put together in her little 4-month-old brain that when she wears these, it's not as squinty. And they fit her head reasonably well. She'll get a lot of use out of them. I think she'll be able to wear them for a couple of years. And they're great. So that's my little outdoor accessory. We've been doing a lot of walking is where all of these favorites are coming from. We walk Winnie every day as long as it's not inclement weather. So we spend a lot of time outside. And I just found that for spring, these have been like our favorite spring accessories. And the Zutano booties do come in fleece, and those were great in the winter as well. Okay. I gotta collect my thoughts here. Oh, no, that wasn't the last outdoor accessory item, by the way, because I wanted to talk about stroller blankets, because I have about 1,000. Well, not really. I have about 4 or 5. I brought 4 of them up here. And these were all gifts. So word to the wise, if you are having a baby and anybody you know knows you're having a baby and is probably going to give you a gift, 9 times out of 10, they're going to give you a blanket. So don't buy blankets until after you've received gifts. And we're still getting the gifts. I mean, it's a wonderful gift and it's lovely, but we have like 1,000 blankets. But we love them all, and I have so many that I'm able to use different weights for different weather. So I put a blanket over Charlotte when she's in the stroller. And I picked the one depending on how cool it is. So this was actually a gift for one of you. So this is our heavyweight one. It's from Pottery Barn. Really nice kind of minky fabric. I believe they call it no, I think the next one's the chamois. I don't know if this is just like a minky fabric, but that's our heavyweight one. This one, also from Pottery Barn Kids, chamois fabric. This is sort of our mid-weight, one of our mid-weight options. Lovely. This was a really sweet gift. Love this. This actually is by MJK Knits, and it was customized for Charlotte. I love this. She's so cute. It's sort of like a light to mid-weight blanket. So when it's a little bit, she needs just a little something. And then the last thing, finally getting to use these Aiden and Anae muslin blankets. People swear by them, and we have so many. We were given so many. I bought a pack or 2 during some sales before Charlotte was born, and then we were given so many, and we have like a dozen, which is a lot. And I really honestly haven't been able to figure out the usefulness for me for them. Everybody swears by them, and I just haven't figured it out. But they make a really nice lightweight muslin stroller blanket. I will say this. You'll hear people rave about the bamboo fiber ones that are really silky. We have a bunch of those. They are so soft. I agree. They snag like no other. I have an eternity band. I cannot pick up one of those blankets without putting a huge snag in just from this little eternity band. My personal favorite is the organic one. I just like the feel of it. It's got a nice weight to it. It's great. It doesn't snag on my ring so easily either. So those are our stroller blankets, and we use them all. They were lovely gifts, and I so appreciate them. I don't think you need 4 different kinds of stroller blankets, but trust me, you're gonna get a lot of blankets. So I think that was my main point in talking about them. I love them, and they are favorites, but don't buy blankets before you like have your shower, basically, because you're gonna get a lot of blankets. Okay, so that concludes the outdoor accessory portion of the favorites. Charlotte has really enjoyed story time since she was born, basically. Obviously, she's now getting more into it in the 3rd to 4th month of her life as she's just more aware and can see better. You know, newborns can't really see very well. But now that she's out of the newborn phase, she really, really loves story time. And not only just looking at the books, but I can tell she likes the sounds, like the different, when you're reading, it's different than talking. It has a different kind of flow to it. And what better for that kind of experience than Dr. Seuss, because it's the rhyming scheme. I mean, everybody who knows Dr. Seuss is familiar with it. These are probably Charlotte's favorite books from the 3 to 4 month mark. The Dr. Seuss ones. We have a ton of books. I'm not gonna lie, we have a lot of books, but that's the one thing that I've just been like buying hand over fist. Like I want to have lots of books. And honestly, I read her probably 5 or 6 books a day, and I bought them, a lot of them for me as well, because I was just getting kind of bored of reading the same ones every day, and I didn't want her to get bored either. I want to have variety, and I'm in the camp that I just don't think you can have too many books. I don't think so. Yes, I've purged my own books over the years, but for children, more books the better. But anyway, these are the favorites from the 3 to 4 month mark. I just pulled up a couple of them. This is the Dr. Seuss Bright and Early board books. There's actually other authors that are released in this series that are great. Some of the Berenstain Bears books, and some of the other ones, the authors I can't remember right now, but old time classics. But these are a couple of my favorites. Dr. Seuss's ABCs. This is really good. This was the first one we ever got. I believe it was a gift. Can't remember exactly, but this was the gateway drug to the Dr. Seuss Bright and Early board books, because after this one and seeing how much she liked it, I bought so many. Fox and Socks is Dr. Seuss classic. They have other ones like There's a Locket in My Pocket, All the Things You Can Think, Hop on Pop, Go Dog Go. And the other nice thing is these are a really nice size for taking along with you. We're going to be traveling with Charlotte this week actually for the first time, and I plan on bringing a couple of these for the plane because they're small and light and can easily fit in my diaper bag without taking up a ton of room, because that bag is going to be stuffed for our first trip together. Lastly, I wanted to talk about a couple of toys because it was around, Charlotte, I've had her on the activity mat since she was really, really little, but she really didn't start really interacting with it until the 3 to 4 month mark. So the one we have is by a brand called You-Kidoo. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's how it looks like when you look at the word. And it is designed with infants and newborns particularly in mind, actually, because it's that high contrast patterns with like big polka dots and in black and white and red and blue. It's colors that the babies can see first, so it's eye-catching. Comes with great toys, little robot dangly toys. There's a girl one we call Girlbot and a boy one we call Boybot, and they crinkle and they rattle, and then it's got like a clown rattle and a little mirror that hangs off of it too, and all of these you can move around because it's one of those traditional play gym things. And then it has the arch over the center is actually two-prong. I'll try to insert a little video clip for you guys. And there's this track that goes in between them with a motorized car. I haven't seen any other playmats on the market that do that. And the motorized car holds a toy underneath it, which it then rotates and moves, which is great to catch your infant's attention. And we just love that thing. I don't put it on every time she's on the playmat, but every few times I'll play it for her. And it's got 2 different music settings, or you can have it musicless, and it's just really fun. You can put whatever toy you want on that too. It doesn't have to be the ones that come with the gym. I hang all sorts of other toys off her gym as well. Speaking of which, one of probably her first favorite toy was this. And this is what we've fondly dubbed Chimey Bird. Now, I know last month I talked about the Sassy Mobile, and I guess technically that's a toy, but I think of it more as a mobile. This is like a standalone toy, right? Chimey Bird was the first love, and it, you know, it chimes, but it's also got the kind of that high contrast pattern thing going for it, so it's eye-catching. It's got a nice chime to it too. But there is a difference. Charlotte really likes chimey toys. She has one that somebody sent actually as a gift. That's an owl, a chimey owl we call it, and that one lives on her stroller. And she loves that thing too. Excuse me. She's kind of moved on to having other toys be her favorite. She's really into the toys that came with the Play Gym right now, and different rattles and things she can grab because she's really handsy right now. But when she was still sort of like younger, like more towards the 3-month side of the last month and the 4-month side, she was still just kind of batting at things. This was the favorite by far, and I could always guarantee good play session when I had this hanging on the mat. We still bring Chimey Bird out now that she's a little bit older. She's actually closing in on 5 months, but I think she prefers other things that are a little bit more tactile, that she can like really grab, like with a little more like a firmer texture to them. But we still love Chimey Bird, but he was such a big favorite for the 3 to 4 month mark. I just had to bring him up. And last but not least, I wanted to share one of my favorite websites, vloggy websites from the last, from the 3 to 4 month mark that I discovered. It's called Mama OT, and it is a blog written by an occupational therapist mother who shares her knowledge and wisdom and experience. So it's not only like actual, you know, educational information, but it's also real life experience kind of combined, and I love that. And I found her blog when I was looking for ways to try to entice Charlotte into enjoying tummy time, because she's never been a fan of it. We're getting a lot better at it now, but I found it's taken a lot of persistence and just a lot of patience to get the tummy time to be not so terribly, you know, upsetting. But I found her blog when I was searching online for tummy time advice, and I just really like her tone and her recommendations. She has a lot of great tips, especially as a new mom, like kind of figuring things out for the first time on your own. Really helpful things and little tricks you can do to help with your child's development, the ways you can play with your child, your infant, ways you can help them with tummy time, you know, different things like that. So I thought I should mention it because it's a really neat website and one that I really enjoyed. And those are our favorites from the 3 to 4 month mark. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'd love to know what some of your baby favorites are, or for older children if you care to share as well. It's always fun to share those sorts of things, and that's how I find out about lots of new things, is from you guys too. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're all well, and I will see you real soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.